Oh, what going on? What going on? What going on? It's your boy Big Dog Barking, coming straight out of Memphis 10 with another one. You know what I'm saying? I've been switching it up a lot lately. Been doing straight off of YouTube, been doing panels with StreamYard and all that right there. I'm just, you know, switching things up as I go. Trying to just some days I want to talk to people, some days I don't want to talk to nobody. Some days I want to have the panel open, some days I just want to be by myself. You know what I'm saying? That's life. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Nothing special, nothing big, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? No hatred toward nobody, no beef with nobody, nothing like that. It's just some days I want to talk to people, some days I just want to hear myself talk. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. If y'all didn't understand that by now, then I don't know what y'all been watching for the past year. But it is what it is. But anyway, before I get started with today's topic, obstacles, and life lessons, hit that like button as y'all in the building. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And let's get started, I guess. I ain't gonna be up here too long. So anyway, first thing first, this whole K Dot pop-up concert he did on Juneteenth. Now I don't have Amazon Prime, so I ain't watch it, but I seen a lot of comments on TikTok about it. And from what I heard, he did Not Like Us 5 times in California, West Coast. Where he from? Yeah. And I'm talking about I seen everybody on stage with him. But my thing is this, and this whole Kendrick Lamar Drake beef right here. In my personal opinion, K Dot won. K Dot won. Now, is Drake the better entertainer? Yes. Drake is the better entertainer. I can't take that away from Aubrey Graham. He's a better entertainer than K Dot. Is he a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar? No. Anybody that's been in the game, anybody that listen to music, whatever the case may be, know that Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper than Drake. Just like Pusha T was a better rapper than Drake. He might be a better entertainer, but as far as rapping, Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper than Drake. Hands down. And for the Drake fans out there that hanging on to dear life and want to say Drake beat Kendrick Lamar, like he didn't win. When it came bar to bar for bar, he didn't win. Let's just be honest, he didn't win. And for all the shit that Drake said he did, planting evidence, and he did like why would I give you all this ammunition to use against me to make me look bad? Like, why would I do that? Why would I give you evidence, ammunition to make me look bad in a battle? Why would I do that? That don't make a lot of sense for me. To give you evidence, to give you ammunition like that, and I'm going against you. That didn't make a lot of sense. And the angles that Drake took against K Dot and the angles he took is like, Drake, yeah, you got angles you want to take to make it seem like K Dot is, he put his hands on his wife. His wife might have a kid with somebody else and all that right there. Yeah, you got them type of angles, but you got to prove that. Just like with Kendrick Lamar, you got to prove that Drake is, playing in the minor leagues. But the thing is, you have more proof of what Drake doing than what K Dot doing. It's just there. And all you Drake fans, y'all want to hold on to whatever you want to hold on to make it seem like Drake won. And what kills me is that if Drake do anything, you'll sit there and say, "Oh, Drake trolling Kendrick, Drake doing this to Kendrick, Drake doing this to Kendrick, yeah, 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 yeah." So it's cool when Drake do it. That's who you riding with. You're riding with Drake. It's cool when Drake troll Kenny. It's cool. You have no problem with Drake trolling Kenny. You have no problem with Drake talking crazy about Kendrick Lamar. You don't have a problem with that. You have a problem with Kendrick Lamar fight back. You have a problem when Kendrick Lamar decides to say something back or do something back. Then it's like, oh, all this Drake hate coming from K Dot. Well, but you were just egging on the trolling Drake was doing. You were just egging that on. You didn't have nothing to say about Drake trolling them. You had all your ha-has and he-he's about Drake trolling Kendrick Lamar. But then when Kendrick Lamar do his pop-up concert and do Not Like Us 5 times, oh, that's a problem. What's the problem? What's the problem? I'm giving you what you're giving me, and it's just that I'm doing it better than what you're doing. I'm giving you what you're giving me. I'm just doing it better. Just like when I hear DJ Academics talking about the whole this song, these tracks going back and forth. Kendrick Lamar did Drake better than Drake. It's plain and simple. Kendrick Lamar did Drake better than Drake. And people got a problem with it. People got a problem with somebody taking what you do and do it better than you. It is what it is, but again, all things are fair in love and war. So we in a beef with each other, we battling each other. I can do whatever I want to do to win. There's no limits. I could do what I need to do to win. I could do what I need to do to get on top, to hold to get the victory. I do what I need to do. And if doing you, if taking what you do, the tactics you do, the strategies you do, and do it better than you, just to win, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. You have a lot of people that do have a problem with it, but I don't have a problem with this war. It's war. You don't have a problem with Drake trolling, but you have a problem with Kendrick Lamar doing Not Like Us 5 times at his pop-up concert on the West Coast in California. Make that make sense. You don't have a problem Drake trolling on social media, but you got a problem with Kendrick Lamar doing Not Like Us 5 times in California at his pop-up concert. If we still at war, we still at war. We gonna play the game how it go. Best man win. You can't pull moves out your ass and expect for me not to pull moves out my ass and then get mad when I do what I do and do it better than you. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. This is the game you're playing. This is war. You can't get mad. But I just had to get that off my chest right fast because I know it's still gonna be some Drake lovers and Kendrick haters and Kendrick lovers and Drake haters, and it is what it is. It's like, man, Drake gonna make his money. Drake ain't gonna fall off no time soon. Drake ain't gonna fall off no time soon. He's still gonna be entertaining. He's still gonna make his albums. He's still gonna do his features and all that right there. He's still gonna sell out shows and all that right there. I know he gonna do that. I know he gonna do that. But as far as being a better rapper, he's not a better rapper. I like Jay Z. I always been a Jay Z fan since Reasonable Doubt. And I done heard that man say out his own mouth is that what's going on, Raj? I done heard out of Jay Z mouth is that I know his rappers better than me. But I'd rather be overvalued than underpaid. He know his rappers better than him. But at the same time, I'm gonna get mad. Drake know Kendrick Lamar better rapper than him. Drake know that. Is that gonna stop Drake from getting his money? No. That's not gonna stop Drake from getting his money. That's not gonna stop Drake from doing anything Drake want to do. Nothing. But he know Kendrick Lamar better rapper than him. He can keep on playing with him like he ain't, but he know. Just like he try to play with Pusha T. He know Pusha T a better rapper than him. He gonna get his money, but he know Pusha T a better rapper than him. It is what it is. Kendrick Lamar gonna do his thing. He gonna represent West Coast. He gonna do his thing. He gonna represent. And it is what it is. He gonna make his money. He gonna do his thing. And it is what it is. Drake gonna make his money. And it is what it is. But when it come bar for bar, both of them know who the better rapper. It is what it is. Now that I done got that off my chest, and like I said, I ain't gonna be up here too long. I might give y'all about an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's just something on the fly. I done nothing really. I planned nothing really. I wrote down, did research on, and nothing like that. Just some. I'm freestyling right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm off the top of the dome. But yeah, obstacles and life lessons. You know, one of the biggest obstacles. Well, I can combine three or two, three, however you want to take it. But I can put one. I could throw one out there right fast that a lot of us go through, or a lot of us have been through. Growing up fast in a low income, poor environment. Growing up fast in poverty. That by itself is several obstacles rolled up into one. Because you got to think about it. When you come into the world, you don't know if you rich or poor. You don't know if you black or white. You don't know nothing on nothing when you first come into the world. You have to be told what color you is. You have to be told your income level. You have to be told that you're a boy or a girl. You have to be told these things over and over and over again for it to stick into your head. Because you don't know when you first hit the world, you don't know what color you is. You don't know your gender. You don't know your economic status. You don't know nothing. You just know you in the world. You was in a comfortable set. You had your water bed. You had your little feeding tube. You know what I'm saying? You had to do nothing, just kick and push and whatever the case you were doing inside your mama's stomach, and then she pushed you out. And now you get to live your life inside, outside, in the outside world. Now you get to live life, but you don't know nothing on nothing. You don't know nothing on nothing. You have to be told who you are, what you are, how you live, and you have to be told all this. You don't know. So just imagine you being born into poverty, you being born into bad living conditions and all that right there. You don't know because your mama, your parents, whatever the case may be, whoever raising you is making sure you got your necessities. They making sure you got what you need to survive. You might not have all the pretty things that your neighbors have or the people that go to school with you have. You ain't got none of that going on, but you got what you need to survive. And in your head, you straight. You ain't hurting for nothing. You get fed, you got clothes on your back, you got shoes on your feet, you got a roof over your head. You're not hurting until somebody tell you hurting. Until somebody tell you know them white boxes and them silver cans that your grandmama and your mama have in the kitchen, that peanut butter, that hard block of cheese, that powdered eggs and powdered milk that you get in them commodities. When you the lights constantly going on and off because you can't pay the light bill. You got roaches and rats crawling through your house and all that right there. Somehow, some way, you don't think you fucked up. You don't think you in no bad situation because ain't nobody tell you in a bad situation. Ain't nobody telling you poor. The people in your house ain't telling you y'all poor. Y'all got low income. Ain't nobody telling you this. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ain't nobody telling you this. It's the people on the outside that's gonna tell you fucked up. You don't find that strange, but them rats and roaches crawling through your house. You don't find that strange to see all these extra uh boxes of cereal that had no name on it. You don't find none of this strange. You don't find it weird that you wearing clothes that your uncle or auntie had on before you got up to it. The clothes don't fit. Shoes got holes in them. You don't find that strange. You don't think you poor. And again, you've been told over and over and over again that you good. Because you good. You got what you need to survive. You're good. And then somebody come along and tell you you're not good because of your living conditions, because of what's going on. Now you're not good. And now you're looking at what's been going on to what's going on now. And you're trying to figure out, am I good or are we fucked up? Am I good or are we broke? Which one is it? And you know your parents, your grandparents, whoever raising you, they ain't gonna want to just up and tell you that they fucked up, that they trying to put things together to make sure you straight. They don't want to tell you that they broke. They gotta do what they gotta do to take care of you and your sibling. They don't want to tell you that they fucked up. But they'll tell you in little spurts and shit like that and little conversations that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take care of you. I gotta take care of your brothers and sisters. It's 20 motherfuckers in a 2-bedroom apartment. And as you get older, you starting to put 2 and 2 together, and you starting to see that you fucked up. You're broke. You're broke. And it's not good to say it because at some point in time, all of us ain't been fed with no silver spoon. So some people understand exactly where I'm coming from when I say, nigga, you been broke. You grew up a certain type of way where you understand the struggle. You've been through it. And in some cases, we had to grow up fast while being in these struggles. Now, I myself, I didn't have it bad, but I knew what the struggle was just by being over my grandmama's house, just by seeing them commodity boxes, the hard ass government cheese, the silver cans of peanut butter, that sour ass orange juice. Yeah, I went through that shit because my grandmama and my great grandmama raised me. I would go to school by their house. I would walk home. I would walk home to their house every day after school from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. And I remember seeing powdered milk and powdered eggs on top of my grandmama's refrigerator. But I ain't think they were fucked up because at the same time, my grandmama had steaks and all types of shit going on. They had two refrigerators. They had nice meals on the stove when I came home from school. So I'm not thinking they fucked up. But I remember them commodity boxes. I remember them bringing home boxes of peas and beans and peanut butter and shit like that from the food pantry. I remember them days. Shit. I remember my mama. She wasn't fucked up, but I remember her buying food stamps. I remember her when food stamp wasn't on the card, when food stamp was in the book. I remember them days. Even though in some people's eyes, I was spoiled. I had a lot of shit that motherfuckers wanted. Cause I had video games. I had the newest games. I had a new pair of shoes on. I had new clothes and shit like that. My mom was going broke trying to make sure I stayed some type of decent, some type of fresh. But I remember them days of struggling with my mom and my grandmom and my great grandmom, but they never told me I was broke. They never say they were broke. I ain't know what broke was until I got older. When my taste started to be different. As I got older. When I got about 11, 12 years old, when I wanted to wear starter jackets and starter hats and new fila boots and all that right there, I wanted what was in fashion. I wanted what everybody else had on in school. And I remember telling my mom I wanted this, I wanted that. And she would always tell me she ain't got it, she ain't got it, she ain't got it. She didn't have it. She didn't have it. It wasn't until I got into 14, 15, 16 when I was actually working and she was doing what she had to do to give me these summer jobs and all that right there. Because according to certain people, she made too much money for me to qualify for a summer job. She had to literally use my grandmama address and literally tell people that my grandmama was my guardian just for me to get a summer job, just so I can get some money put in my pocket. That's when I was learning like we fucked up. And I wasn't making it no better. Me and my brother wasn't making shit no better because we wanted what we wanted. We wanted brand new shoes. Like we would literally get shoes dirty. We would literally get new shoes dirty within the week just to get a new pair of shoes. Not knowing my mama was struggling trying to get me these new shoes. Going into debts trying to get me these new shoes. Robbing Peter to pay Paul to get me these new shoes. I didn't know. And she didn't tell me. It was the one time that me and her had a disagreement. And I said I was going to go stay with my grandma. And my mama told me, she like, you can go stay with her. Go right ahead. But your grandmama not going to buy the shit I buy you. She going to look at what you want and say that's too much. I'm not spending this money on these shoes. I'm not spending this money on these clothes. You're going to get what I can buy you. And you're going to deal with it. Now, do you want to do that or do you want to deal with what the fuck going on over here with me? I made a business decision. I said, you know what? I'd rather stay here and keep getting my fancy name brands and shit like that than to go stay with my grandmom and just get some shit. My family was broke. They had to rub shit together just to make shit work. I didn't know. I didn't know. I had got expensive taste. I wanted what I wanted. And when they couldn't get it, when my mama couldn't get it for me, my folks couldn't get it for me, I did what I had to do to get what I wanted. Whether working the job and saving my money up to buy this, that, or third, or taking it from somebody. Either getting my hustle on, getting my jobs, and making my money, stacking my money to get what I want, or literally taking it from somebody because I wanted it. All because I went from not knowing I was broke to knowing I was broke and knowing that I wanted to keep up with the Joneses. But it was kind of hard when everybody that fuck with me ain't got the money to fuck with me. They love me. They don't make sure I got the roof over my head. They make sure I got my necessities. But the shit I want. Yes. Hello? What you got an attitude for? I ain't got no attitude. I'm doing my life. Go ahead. What you want? $2. $2? Yeah. Then your mama just give you some money. And I told mama what happened. And she told me what happened. And that's what happened. The bill was $68. She sent me Let me finish my life. I'll call you back. Like daughter called me. She broke. So like I said, I didn't know I was fucked up until I knew I was fucked up. I didn't know I was fucked up till I knew I was fucked up. And then when I found that I was fucked up, I found that I wasn't where I thought I was in life. I did what I had to do to get to where I thought I was supposed to be. I grew up fast. I could have fell back and just let shit ride out. I could have stayed the course. I could have kept my grades up. I could have did this, that, and the third. And I probably could have went off to college. And probably could have did something better with myself. But I was ready for what I wanted. And I was ready to do what I had to do to get what I wanted because I had a lifestyle I wanted to live. Because now I know I'm broke. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be broke. And a lot of us went through that. A lot of us went through that. And that's why we act the way we act now because we already know what broke look like. We already know what broke feel like, and we don't want to go back. That's an obstacle that a lot of us had to conquer. Growing up in low income environments and shit like that, we had to conquer that one way or the other. Some of us, like I said, some of us stayed down and did what we had to do the right way to get up out that environment. Some of us went and took shortcuts. Me, it was just a lifestyle. I was straight. My living conditions were good. It was the shit I was wearing, the clothes and the shoes I was wearing. I felt like I was supposed to wear this, that, and the third. I'm supposed to have a new pair of shoes every week. I'm supposed to have new clothes every week. That's how I felt. I ain't like wearing the same shirt 2-3 times a week. Have a shirt on one way, then turn it inside out a couple of days later. I didn't want to do that shit. I wanted what I wanted. I didn't want to be doing that shit. I didn't want to have shoes for 4-5 months, getting holes in them and shoestrings dirty. And no matter how much I put some shoe polish on them and wash my shoestrings and shit like that, they could never look clean. And I had to wait till Christmas to get a new pair of shoes. Had to wait till my birthday to get a new pair of shoes. What's that? 3 pairs of shoes. Get a new pair for the start of the school year, a new pair for Christmas, and a new pair for my birthday. That's 3 times a year. I couldn't wait. Didn't want to wait. I didn't want to. I grew up fast. I got me jobs. I hustled. I stole. I did what I had to do just so I can get new shoes every week. Just because I can wear Tommy and Polo and Nautica every week. Just so I can have fresh watches on every week. I grew up fast. All because people started telling me I was dusty. I was broke. Because if nobody would ever told me that shit, guess what? I would never thought it. I thought I was straight. But when the outside started looking at me and started telling me that I was broke and I wasn't this and I wasn't that, I made a conscious decision to do what the fuck I needed to do. You weren't gonna call me dusty and broke no motherfucking more. I'm gonna keep up with the Joneses. What I go hustle it up or what I go steal it. I had to conquer that obstacle. An obstacle that a lot of us go through now is being in toxic relationships. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, you in these toxic ass relationships. And part of the reason is because somebody told you you weren't pretty enough to get the man you wanted. You weren't pretty, you wasn't handsome enough to get the woman you wanted. You had to get whatever you qualified for, and what you qualified for wasn't shit. What you qualified for was not what you needed, not what you deserved. Making the relationship toxic. And to hear this man, this woman tell you day in, day out that you ain't shit without me. That you ain't gonna do no better than me. That's something we go through now. That's something we complain about now. That's something I hear damn near every day when I come on and turn this app on or whatever the case may be. And I go to these different channels, these different content creators have these panels, and I hear toxic, 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 toxic. And not only do I hear toxic, the toxicity, I also hear men telling women they don't qualify. Women telling men they don't qualify because you're broke, you're fat, you're ugly, you're dark, you're short. Over and over and over and over again. And the funny thing about it is, you ain't got no problem telling somebody they broke and fat and dusty and short and all that right there, but you can't be told that. You can't be told you fucked up. Women ain't got no problem telling men they don't qualify to ride this ride. But when a man tell them they ain't qualified, oh, they sassy. Oh, you sassy. That's why you don't get no pussy. Y'all this, y'all this, y'all this. I don't like you. I don't like you. Can you just take that as I don't like you? You don't like looking in the mirror. See, that's what one of the problems is that we have in this world is that we don't like looking in the mirror. We don't like looking at what we like looking at. We don't like our flaws. We don't like our imperfections. So instead of us focusing on what we need to do to change who we are, we point fingers at other people. And hoping that by me pointing my fingers at this other person, I get everybody on my side and start pointing fingers at this same person I'm pointing my finger at. So they won't point fingers at me. Because the minute somebody tell you you don't qualify because you ugly or whatever the case may be, guess what? You have a problem. Your anger issues start coming up. Your self-esteem start getting lower and lower and lower. You ready to fight. You ready to call people out their names. You ready to do this, that, and the third. Why? Why? Because you ain't got over that hurdle. You ain't got over that obstacle. That everybody ain't gonna be I don't even know the what man to compare. Is the sexiest man alive, the sexiest women alive? I don't know. Because what's sexy to me may not be sexy to you. I don't know. But we sit here and play that game that they're not attracted because of symmetry and this, that, of skin tone and height. And this, that you're not attractive. And you got people calling telling you this over and over and over again. And then you finally get hold of somebody that deal with you, that want to be your boyfriend, want to be your girlfriend, want to be in some type of relationship with you. And they be in a relationship with you because they can control you because of your low self-esteem. They can control you because of your low self-esteem. And the relationship get toxic because you too scared to leave them alone because you scared you can't get nobody else. But you don't want to be there so long. You don't want to be in the relationship because it's not good for you, not healthy. So you stuck in the catch-22. You lose or you lose. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't. But just like with that whole broke conversation, can't nobody tell you you don't know you ain't pretty until somebody say you ain't pretty. You don't know you not handsome. Somebody say you not handsome. Because as long as you don't know, you going to keep doing your thing. It's when you find out that you're not everybody's cup of tea, then what you going to do? When you find out that you're not made for everybody based off your looks, then what you going to do? Is you going to fall into a toxic relationship, or is you going to stand on your guns and say, look, I'm going to get what I want? That choice on you. That's an obstacle you got to come over. Being around people that don't support you, that's an obstacle. Being around people, family, friends that don't support you, don't support your cause, don't support none of what you're doing. And it's crazy how when people going through the worst of the worst, they have addictions and they go seek counseling, they go seek therapy, whatever the case may be. And it's funny how the ones that hate, the ones that talk bad about you the most be the ones that say they love you. That's crazy that when you go to drug, you got drug addiction, you got alcohol addiction, you got gambling problems, you got sex addiction, you got all these issues going on. It's crazy that the main ones that talk bad about you be the main ones that's related to you. No support. Waiting for you to crash out, waiting for you to go and relapse. Just so they can sit there and say, I knew you were going to have a relapse. I knew you couldn't go through with it. I knew you couldn't do it. I knew you couldn't do that. And then when you get through whatever you're going through, you get through your counseling, you go through your therapy, you become a better person. They ain't patting you on the back. They ain't got no love for you. They want to see you fail. They want to see you fall flat on your face. Just so they could tell everybody, I knew you were going to fall flat on your face. What is that? How are you supposed to feel knowing that people that's supposed to be in your corner waiting for you to fall flat? Just so they can have something to talk about to somebody else about your shortcomings. And never praise you when you make it through whatever struggles you're going through. Because they're just waiting for you to fall back. They're just waiting for you to fall down again. That's an obstacle. Being the most successful person in your family is an obstacle. Going off to college, getting a good job and everything, putting yourself into a higher tax bracket, while you watching your folks still struggle, still trying to put things together, you know what I'm saying? And you young, and you making it. And you watching your parents, your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles, whatever the case may be, they still struggling. You get conflicted. Because you don't want to be by yourself on top. But you also know though, you also know that the people that's in your family ain't trying to get on top. You did what you had to do to get on top. And they complaining because they feel like you leaving them. They need you to take care of them. They need a couple of dollars out your pocket. They need you to do this. They need you to do that. They need you to do. And if you tell them no, then guess what? They don't like that. Oh, you think you're too much now. You ain't got time to spend money on your folks. You ain't got time to do this. You can't help us out and all this right here. I changed your diapers. I made sure this happened. I made sure that happened. And you can't give me something for doing what I did for you. You supposed to have did what you supposed to did for me. That was being family for. You supposed to sacrifice. You supposed to sacrifice. You're not supposed to do what you're doing and then hope I pay you back in some shape, form, or fashion. No, you're supposed to do it because you care about me, because you love me. You supposed to see me be successful. You want me to be successful. Not because you want something from me, it's because you want me to be successful. And now that I'm successful, you want me to take care of you. You want me to spend money on you every time I get some money. Oh, I don't love you. I don't care about you and all that right there. If I give you everything, then I'm going to be broke. If I give you everything out of my pocket, then I'm broke. How can I be successful when I'm spending all my money on you? I'm trying to make sure your light's still on. I'm trying to make sure you got food in your refrigerator. I'm trying to make sure you got what you want. And I'm going broke trying to make sure you straight because I don't want to be guilt tripped. Life is a fucking game. Life had plenty of obstacles. Life had plenty of problems. And just like the scene we were talking yesterday about reality, a lot of people don't like reality. A lot of people don't want to face it because of the hurdles they have to jump, because of the thing they have to go through. They don't want to face it. They don't want to have to go through it. The jealousy, the envy of seeing somebody that you grew up with make it, and you still stuck in the same position because you didn't want to do what you need to do to become a better person. Life ain't easy. It's hard. And the sooner that people understand that life is hard, the better off you'll be. You'll make better choices because when you make the fucked up decisions and you fall further and further back behind the crowd, you can't blame the crowd. You can't blame the crowd for your bad decisions. You have to blame yourself. Whether because you didn't want to face this problem, or you wanted to face the problem a certain type of way that you know ain't gonna work, but at least you tried. You didn't get the outcome you wanted, and now you want to point fingers and say because so and so, and this, that, and the third. Look in the mirror and point at yourself first. You did it. Once you realize you facing something, it's on you to conquer that. If you don't want to conquer that, you don't want to conquer that. It is what it is. And there's one last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get up out of here because, like I said, I ain't gonna be up here too long. It's just a freestyle. One thing about SBE, shame, blaming, explaining, and this is a life lesson. SBE, shame, blaming, explain don't work if you don't care. That's a life lesson. And that's a life lesson that not only women but men understand. It's like if I don't care about being shamed, it don't affect me. That's for all the dudes out there that want to shame women into this and the shame men into that. It don't work if they don't care. Your criticism don't work if they don't care about being criticized. Your shaming don't work if they don't give a fuck about being shamed. It don't work because they're gonna do what they want to do and they don't care about what you say. They're gonna do what they want to do. That's that's the whole back and forth between the older generation and the younger generations. You trying to shame them. You trying to criticize them. You trying to tell them that they wrong when they really don't care. They gonna do what they want to do. Either you respect it or you leave it alone. Cause show as shit stink. When we were growing up and we were doing the thing we were doing, we did what we wanted to do. And obviously, it's obvious that shaming didn't work back then either. Shaming didn't work back then either, because you still had young men ripping and running the streets, becoming thugs and criminals. You still had them no matter how much you shamed them into trying to do what's right. You still had women that joined strip clubs in the adult industry. No matter how much you shamed them, they still did it. They still was hiding ass. No matter how much you shamed them, they still did what they wanted to do. They didn't care. So here we are in the 2024. And you still trying to shame these young men and young women and talking about the decisions they making, and they already know it's like, look, it is my life. I do what I want to do. Whatever happens is gonna happen anyway. Cause who to tell them if they choose the right path that they still won't get fucked over in life? Who's to tell them that if they do a lot of dumbass shit, they won't be successful? Because you have to remember, they watch. They watch before they start doing anything. They saw some shit before they start doing anything. So they seen somebody that did things the right way and get fucked over. You hear them talk about it. They seen people do shit the wrong way and become successful. You hear them talk about it. And they making their decisions based on what they saw. They don't care about the numbers. They making their decisions based off what they saw and what they going through and all that right there. And they don't care about what you have to say about what they're doing. I myself was guilty of that. I said plenty of times, like, I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. Who gonna stop me? Now, my mindset changed, but I still say what I want to say. I still do what I want to do. It's just that I know what to say and what to do without trying to offend anybody, without putting myself in some fucked up ass situations. That comes from mental growth. And over time, these little young cats, these little young chicks that y'all be fussing with, y'all be trying to browbeat and all that right there, they gonna learn. That's a mental thing. That's a mental thing. They gonna learn. You just gotta let them learn. You gotta let them bump their motherfucking head. You can give them all the advice you want to give them, but you gotta let them bump their head. And if they want to keep on trying to crash through this wall, just give them the hammer and say, here you go. Keep going. Either you gonna give up or that wall gonna give up. And 10 times out of 10, that wall ain't gonna give up by you bumping your head up against that wall. You gonna pass out for that wall fall down. But here go the helmet. Keep going. Maybe you'll do something I never seen before. Maybe you'll crash through the wall and get to the other side. If you do it, I never seen it before. You the first person that ever done it. Kudos go to you. But 10 times out of 10 in my life, I done seen people pass out trying to run through the wall. But like I said, you can't shame these folks into doing what you want them to do. They're gonna do what they want to do, and they're gonna do it until they get tired of doing it, till they want some different outcomes, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I said I wasn't gonna be up here long, just getting some things off my chest. It is what it is. So I will holler at y'all good people another time.